Cheryl, budget is around the corner. Let's get an outlook coming in from one of the FMCG players, especially rural, has been subdued as well. So, what is the industry expecting as well? We're joined by Aasif Malbari, CFO at GCPL this afternoon to talk about the budget expectations and outlook from this budget as well. And Asif, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now. And let's talk about rural, right? Obviously, most FMCG players have around a 35 to 40% in terms of their revenues that come in from rural, which has not seen a recovery. So, in terms of stimulus that we could be expecting, or what is the industry requiring from this budget in terms of to provide a stimulus for the rural recovery from the budget?
So, to me, there is an opportunity to look at really the indirect taxes on everyday products, because these are consumed by the entire nation, and looking at indirect taxation rates on everyday use products and bringing some of those rates down can result in a boost to the consumption of the economy in rural and in general.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Cheryl also joining in, Asif, and let's talk about any policy push that you're expecting, especially when it comes to actually seeing an uptick in discretionary demand or so, thrust towards that sort of a segment.
So, in terms of the overall expectation from the budget, um, there has been a lot of boost to the investment side of the economy through various schemes, Make in India, through the PLI schemes, etc. It's important that the budget focuses also on the consumption side and gives a boost to the consumption side so that it is a more resilient and an inclusive growth story over the next couple of years, which we can see. Specifically on the rural end, it's important that the budget looks at the job creation in rural so that the consumption economy in the rural sees a much improved fillip.
Absolutely, that's in terms of the overall expectations also that are coming in, but also in terms of specifically, we also want to understand in terms of discretionary front, any expectations that one could expect there as well, other than the overall expectations.
So I think there is no specific demand in terms of which really the FMCG industry currently has kind of seeking. I think one or two actions which would be nice to kind of see would be the journey to streamline the compliance processes, the journey to streamline and reduce the cost of doing business, because this can free up resources for the larger industry in general. And I think it would be good to kind of see that come through. Yeah. I think in terms of additional pieces which could help the larger industry in general, actions which can propel investments in terms of either relief from an income tax point of view or from an indirect tax point of view to propel capex investment for the industry would also be a welcome step.
Okay, thank you so much, Asif, for joining in with us to talk to us about the budget expectations from the industry-wise, as well as what is required in terms of a stimulus for rural recovery as well.